Your main band is Rastaban.
Yeah.
And that's a Belgian band, I understand.
Well, it's for 80% a Belgian band.
Okay.
And for 20% it's a Dutch band.
And are you the 20%?
I'm the 20%.
Okay.
Well, maybe 25 since I'm so big. But no, it's the rest of them are from around Namur,
Okay.
which is in the south of Belgium in Wallonie.
Okay.
And I live here in Leiden.
So it's in the French part of Belgium.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what is the main language of the music? Is it English or French?
Actually, it's a little bit of everything. There's a lot of Slavic influences also in the text. We have a text in Ukrainian, we have a text in Serbo-Croatian, we have lines in Breton and in French and in English. So it's really very international because we didn't want to pick a single language. Okay, we're going to do everything in English, which is a bit. You'll get that typical French accent in everywhere.
Yeah,
but if you kick it around a bit, it becomes more international.
Yeah.
One thing, and also you get the chance to really get into the specific atmosphere of certain songs. It's like if you're playing something in gypsy style, Balkan gypsy style. And if you take a Serbo-Croatian text, for example, then you really get that effect.
Since you mentioned the Serbo-Croatian text, that doesn't pop up in conversation every day. Where does this influence come from? Are you perhaps Croatian?
No, that's the roots of Mitch, our drummer.
Okay.
And he's part of Serbo-Croatian and partly of Ukrainian descent, yes. Yeah. And hence those are his second and third language.
Okay.
So it's really easy for us, or for him, to generate texts in those languages, which are very unusual in music here.
In Rastaban, you have several different languages blended in, but all from the folk genre. Shall I say the folk punk type genre? Or?
Rastaban is not really folky punky. It's more tribal.
Folky punky.
Yeah, folk
folky
punk.
Punky.
It's more tribal, ethnic, gypsy folk.
Okay.
And it's very difficult to describe it on itself when not comparing it to other styles, because in the whole new folk stream thing, you have a lot of different varieties of what is new folk.
Okay.
You have pagan folk, and no, we call it tribal folk, we call it ethnic folk, we call it Duda folk, we call it strawberry folk, whatever. And it's all different. You should consider that for
He created that one just now for the interview, didn't he?
I don't know. Peanut butter folk.
Peanut butter folk. What was your impression on the whole project? What did you think, and was it a success? And do you feel that these kind of projects will be more in the future?
Well, the thing was, of course, that Mitch did have the connection through his ancestry with Ukraine. I think one of the hardest parts was to keep it as apolitical as possible.
That was trouble. Yeah.
Because the conflict had so many what we call in Dutch haken en ogen, like loops and hooks and everything, so that it would be a genuine offer to the victims of this violence that happened there, and keep it like as pure to like the victims there as possible without
don't get the politics involved.
Without the politics or without, and of course there are feelings like when these things are happening there. So, but it was strictly to like help those people, and we did that. Or Mitch started this project in a way how musicians, folk musicians, because that's where our connections are, could do this in the possible way for musicians, like offering their music for this project.
To help.
And it generated some money. I think there's still a little bit coming in there at this moment.
There was several thousand euros, so that's something.
So that there's already something, and of course it also gives like a signal, like okay, there are people like you're in trouble there now, but there are people who see this and who care, and that could also be like an encouraging signal for the people there who are still, as today, when everything is like old news now, but there's still stuff going on there, and we should realize that this is what we as musicians have to offer. We can feel powerless when we see this news coming in on a screen, and like, okay, what can we do? What can we do? And then Mitch took this initiative and like, okay, there's maybe not, we cannot do a magic spell and change the whole situation into a utopia.
Because it is political.
Because it is political, but there's at least something, a small thing that we can do with our own craft,